Well, today I'm going to be enjoying a long distance Sunday brunch because my guest is from Australia. The batsmen may be scared of him, but the girls absolutely love him. He has not only surprised us with his exemplary bowling skills, but also his acting and singing abilities. Well, today on the show Sunday Brunch, I'm going to be chatting up with former Australian cricketer and the fastest bowler the world has seen, Brett Lee.
Bowled him again.
Hello, Brett Lee. Welcome to Sunday Brunch. This is the first ever long distance Sunday brunch we are doing, India and Australia. So, namaste. कैसे हो आप?
नमस्ते आप कैसे हैं? एकदम बढ़िया सब ठीक है आप कैसे हैं? आपसे मिलकर खुशी हुई again.
Oh, same here. मुझे भी. But all of India loves you, Brett Lee, and some of them may be a little upset with you for every time you've defeated the Indian cricket team because of your stellar bowling. But what is the kind of response you get when you come to India?
Look, it's always positive. It's lovely. I've made it no secret that I love the people and the culture and the food. It's wonderful entertainment. The Bollywood set, of course, cricket. So when you throw in, one of the biggest acting scenes in the world, and then obviously cricket, it's a perfect blend, isn't it? So it's always heaps of fun.
Absolutely. And we miss seeing you around. It's been a long time that you've come to India. And last time we took Glenn McGrath around the streets of Mumbai. Wish we could do the same, but chances are that you would be showing me around, given that you know the country so well. Am I right? You often speak about how much you love India.
Yeah, look, I've been going to India now since 1994, and I reckon I've been there over 150 times. So, and that's right from up the top, north, right down south, right down to Trivandrum. So, yeah, I've been everywhere in between too.
So do you have any favorite places in India that you like or you revisit every time you come?
Well, I guess if I think about the place I normally stay is like Mumbai, my hub. Spend a lot of time in Delhi too. And, getting up north, I like to get up north. I like to go up to the Punjab community, playing there my first year. So in the IPL, it's always a lot of fun.
You've in fact worked with Asha Bhosle in a song and in an Indian film that has a refreshing take on cross-cultural relationships called Un-Indian. So I'm assuming you know quite a bit about the Indian culture. What do you think is the similarity and difference in your culture versus ours?
Look, I think when you talk about the similarities, there's a love for the family, and that's something that I've been brought up with. We are very close. We've got a super tight family. I speak to mum and dad almost every single day. My mother-in-law, my father-in-law, they're beautiful people. I've got 3 wonderful kids. I've got 2 great brothers.
Wow.
And we're just a real tight-knit family. And then, when you think about the Indian culture, they put their parents on a pedestal, that's exactly how it should be. They brought us into the world, and they've given us the opportunities that we have today. So, yeah, that's the one thing where I think is very similar. I think things that are different is that our weddings go for normally 1 day. So we have 1-day weddings. We play 1 days, and then the Indians play test matches. They always go for 5 days.
You did mention about Bollywood films. So what about them? Do you watch a lot of them? Do you have any favorites, any actor or actors that you really like?
You think about the actors, Pretty Zinta, Shah Rukh Khan, SRK. He's a terrific guy. She's a really nice person. And they are, at the top of their tree. And, Shah Rukh Khan, I think, is the highest paid actor in the world. So he's such a humble guy. And they both love their cricket. So for us as cricketers to mix with royalty in terms of the acting scene, it was amazing.
What about any female actor that you really like?
You got Kareena Kapoor, you got Pretty Zinta. There's a couple that are still doing such a great job. I mean, obviously Mrs. Kohli, she's done some wonderful stuff, and they're very close to having a child, and I'm sure after that she might want to get back in acting.
Yeah, we look forward to that. Brett Lee, let's play a fun game. I'm going to be saying some iconic Bollywood film dialogues, and you've got to say that in a total Bollywood style. You've been to India over 150 times, and you've watched a lot of movies, so we trust you.
Don't expect greatness. Don't expect greatness.
Okay, we'll see. We'll rate you on how you say this. Okay, think of
Uh,
it as your audition for Bollywood film. ए राजू खोपड़ी फोड़ साले का.
"Eh, Raju, copia por Sarika." Nothing
It
like it.
sounds so good. It is by your favorite actor Shah Rukh Khan, which says Dawn. Dawn को पकड़ना मुश्किल ही नहीं नामुमकिन है.
There's no chance of me remembering that. But what he could say is, "Karina."
He
There you
actually
go.
Kiran.
Oh, Kieran, is it? Okay, we'll do that one again. Kieran.
Okay, this is a long one. मेरे पास बंगला है, गाड़ी है, तुम्हारे पास क्या है?
Right, you ready? Here we go. I have a house. I have a car. What do you have? I did it in English. I can't do that. It's too hard.
But you still did a great job. So thank
I
you for
tried.
that. Talking of cricket, you've always known to be totally in your game and aggressive on the field. Now that you watch matches on TV or from the stadium and you see sledging happening on the field, do you laugh it out or does it remind you of your olden days?
Oh, of course, you laugh about it, and you have to laugh it out. It's one of those things where I think it's important that there is that gamesmanship in the sport of cricket. There's got to be the sledging. But that's said and done. We know that there's a line in the sand that they can't cross. We don't stand for racial vilification. We don't stand for any swearing or abusive language that would upset the children.
Yeah.
But push that aside, and you got to have fun.
So if there's any advice that you would like to give to your younger self, what would that be?
Probably in England, 2001, where I tried to bowl too quick, and the Barmy Army was sledging me, and I sort of took the bait. But then 2005, I came back a better player. But that comes with experience. It comes with knowledge. Comes with self-confidence too.
Absolutely. So, Betty, do you miss being on the field now, or are you happy spending
No,
time with your family?
I do not miss it. I love watching cricket on the TV. I love commentating. Working with Fox Sports and Star Sports over in India. Love watching my son Preston play. So he's a very, very keen cricketer, and I spend every weekend that I'm home, I'm down watching him play just as dad.
So,
Yeah.
let me ask you, if you had a Bretley in 2020, who do you think can match up to that or your pace of bowling today in India?
Well, look, I would like to see someone like a Saini. I'd like to see him get his pace up to 155 k's. I think he's got the capability of getting over 150. We've
Right.
seen him before hit 145. I think he's touched 150 before, but
Who is your favorite player?
look, it's what's your favorite pair of shoes to wear? What's your favorite song? I mean, what's your favorite dish? It's so hard to pick. I'm a massive Kohli fan. Because of the style of person he is. Firstly, I think he's a terrific guy. I think he's actually, I know he's a lovely guy. Known him personally. He's a really kind person off the field. On the field, he's a different guy. I love that about him. He's got that. He's got that controlled aggression. He wants to win. He wants his team to do well. He's a good leader, and I love that about him. Rohit Sharma, when he's fully fit, he's probably my favourite to watch. I mean, his cover drive and his pull shot are probably the best in world cricket.
Absolutely. In fact, I've had the privilege to enjoy Sunday brunch with Virat Kohli as
Have
well as
you?
Rohit Sharma. Yes.
There you
And
go.
and Virat Kohli loves chole bhature. Have you ever had a meal with him?
I've had the pleasure to have a couple of meals with Sachin Tendulkar. I went to his restaurant when he had a restaurant in Mumbai. He invited me down during I think it was a 2008 Test series. I think it was.
Okay.
But yeah, like any Indian food, tora space, tora, not too hot, please. I love butter chicken. Butter chicken. I know that there's a lot more great dishes out there than butter chicken, but to me, that's line and length. If you bowl line length, you take wickets. If you want a good dish where you know what you're going to get, it's going to taste delicious, butter chicken.
Do you often eat Indian food even in Australia?
Yeah, I mean, there's some wonderful Indian restaurants just down the road from where I live. So, and they, as you can imagine, that's the thing with the Indian culture. They they see you walk in the door and they just put on the biggest spread for you. They just like bring every dish out and they try this, try that, try the naan bread, try the roti, try everything. So it's pretty exciting, and it's you have to take about 10 people there to eat all the food.
Absolutely. Now I'm going to test your love for Indian food. I'm going to show up some images. You got to tell me which dish is it.
Gosh, all right.
Okay. I'm sure you'll do well. So let's start with the first
No,
one. What is it?
well, it looks like a butter chicken.
That's right. That also happens
Yeah,
to be your favorite dish. What
looks
about
lovely. Yeah. Well, that looks like two alus between two bread rolls.
have you ever had this in Mumbai?
No, I haven't actually. Is it nice?
It's really nice. It's called vada pav.
Right.
So,
Butter
so
bar.
the
Okay,
next
great.
time you come, other than butter
Yeah.
chicken, you must also try vada pav.
Okay. Awesome.
Okay, what about this one?
Is that pari puri or something?
All right.
Yes.
That's amazing. You're doing very well. What about this one?
Is it a is that like a pav bhaj or something? Something.
Oh wow, that's amazing. That is
Yeah.
pav bhaji.
God, what is that? That looks like it is.
This is a North Indian dish.
Is it like choli or something?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's chole
And then you
bhature.
got and then you got that beautiful. It's always, as you can see there, you got the red onion to go on the side, and
All
yeah,
right.
very nice.
Very impressive. That's really good. You got almost 3.5 out of 5. So well done on
Thank you.
that. If I come to Sydney and I have only
Yeah.
24 hours, where all would you take me in Sydney?
First thing I would do is I'd cancel your return flight because I said you need more than 24 hours. That's the first thing. So go there and go, rip the ticket up, and so you've got to spend a week.
Okay.
I would want you to go and see. I would ask a couple of questions. Have you been to the most iconic parts of Sydney? Have you been to Luna Park, the big fun house where you sort of walk in? There's all the rides for the kids and the big kids. Very, very iconic when you walk through the mouth at Luna Park. If you haven't seen it,
I
hop
haven't.
on Google and you'll see this big smiley face, which is
Okay.
massive, and you walk through the teeth of the smiley face. So the Sydney Harbour Bridge is very, very iconic. You can actually climb over it, which is a lot
Yeah.
of fun, which I've done a few times. The Opera House,
Yeah.
great place to go and have a cold drink, have some beautiful food. So there's at least 2 or 3 days straight away.
What about India? Which is your favorite place in India to travel?
Look, I've been so blessed to go to the Ganges. I went and did a story on the Ganges, and actually went down and went past all when they were doing the burning of the bodies, which was such a moving moment, and just to think about what the culture is and what the beliefs are, and adhering to that, and actually taking that all in, and that was truly inspiring. And then I went to Amritsar, the Golden Temple, and that was great. I got dressed up in a traditional Indian dress, and I had the turban on, and that was a lot of fun, to try to sort of fit in, and everyone just embraced it and they all loved it, and Taj Mahal. So the Taj Mahal, at least the Taj Mahal for me was absolutely incredible. Humayun's tomb, I think it was, that it was built for, and just to work on all the foundation of the building was slightly turned out in case there was an earthquake. It would never fall on Humayun's tomb. Like little things like that you learn when you go to India, and then you go to cricket. I mean, the cricket in India is, you've got to, any person, I don't care whether you're from Australia, from Greece, from the USA, you've got to go to a cricket match. If you go to India, you have to go to a cricket match because it's just organized chaos. It's great.
That's the love for the game, which is why
Yeah,
that happens.
it is. It is a love for the game. It's wonderful.
Okay, let's play a fun game. It's called 5 Second Fire. So, whatever questions I'll ask you, you have to answer in 5 seconds. Three Aussie slangs that you use when you're really pissed off.
Go away. No, I can't say that. Turn it up and I don't know. I don't know what I use. I'd say other words, which I probably can't say on this program. I could say a few words in Hindi, but that wouldn't be nice either.
How about you say that in Hindi? That's okay.
No way. No way.
Do you know of Hindi swear word?
Yeah, of course.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay, just with your lip movement, can you tell us?
No. Nay, 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 nay.
All right. Okay. Three of your favorite Indian cricketers. I think you've answered this, but maybe in 5 seconds.
Sachin Tendulkar, BVS Lakshman, and Virat Kohli.
Okay. Three of the most important people in your life.
My family, that covers everyone. I've got my cousin who's my best mate, Buxy. He's very, very important. And I've got a mentor called Alan, he's a great guy. He's been my mentor for 25 years. So family, my best mate, and my mentor.
Okay. Three young newcomers in cricket that you think deserve way more credit.
Rishabh Pant.
Okay.
I have to go Manus Labuschagne. He's getting a lot of credit, but I think he's so good. Probably the last one would be, keep an eye out for this name, Josh Phillippe from Australia. He played a few games in the IPL, RCB. He's going to be a gun. He will be the next Stephen Smith.
Three Hindi words you mostly use when you come to India.
Chalo, Jolly Karo. One. Tandapani. Namaste.
Okay. Okay. Which one you can't do without amongst these? Fish, pizza, or chocolate?
Can I pick all three? I love fish, I love pizza, and I love chocolate. Probably chocolate.
So, Reddy, before we let you go, where are you planning to take your family once the COVID situation settles, when pandemic is behind us? Which place would you like to travel to?
I think we'll go down the south coast. I think we'll head down towards a place called Huskisson, which is about 3 hours out of Sydney, 3.5 hours away from Sydney. It's a very beautiful coastal town. Lots of great eateries, some beautiful coffee, heaps of things to do. Shopping. If you want to go down that road of shopping and having a good time and going to some great restaurants, do that. Or you can just sit by the beach and just do nothing. And sometimes to do nothing is what people need to do more often.
Absolutely. And you are really making us want to travel as soon as possible. So
come to Australia.
We will, and we wait to welcome you to India very soon. Thank you so much for talking to us, sparing the time, and sharing your food and travel choices with us on Curly Tales. Thank you for that.
Pleasure. And tell them that Binga sent you. If you come to Australia, I'll be your tour guide.
Wow. Now we have all the reasons to come to Australia.
Done.
Okay, thank you.
You take care and stay safe. Well done.
Thank you.